think that Tony needs to chill the fuck out and quit being so sensitive all the time.
Oh, come on.
Here we go.
You threw me under the bus, bro.
I feel like you deserved it.
Why? Because when did I ever throw YR under the bus?
A couple days ago, if I remember correctly.
What do you mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard you say some real mean shit about YR. And
Oh,
I was like,
yeah, shit. You're full of shit. Shut up. You
No,
said
I'm
he's a stinky. You said he's a stinky pee-pee poo-poo face, didn't you? Get out of
We're
here,
opening the,
bro.
we're opening the door.
I've always- We're opening the
good.
door.
More doors will be open.
I
But
fucking
seri-
always had that kid's back from day one, bro.
not when he was getting doxxed in Sean's view. You told him just to not look at it.
That is true.
Yeah, but then what doesn't get doxxed in Sean's view?
So
That's a good
SC's
point.
obviously jealous of me and C-Man's relationship together sexually on YouTube.
Actually, YR, I think you're jealous of me and SC's relationship because he came on and shit on you on my show and I didn't stop him.
And then he removed me.
Yeah, because you fucking came on in the middle of what Johnny was saying and started fucking.
SC's like,
such a big shit.
please, we don't need to have YR on these serious shows anymore. It does not need, it's inappropriate and it does not need to happen. Meanwhile, YR, the guy I'm shitting on, is the one that, actually gives me the platform and the will to live in this community and the actual
Dude, I
breathe,
speak
the air
back.
to breathe.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Look, I like you and everything, but that doesn't mean I'm going to defend what I have.
I am your heir in this community. Without me,
What the fuck?
you suffocate.
Nah, me
you
and
understand that?
SC hit on this subject a lot where
Thank you.
you go into a conversation and you stir it up by somehow not stirring it up. By saying
exactly because I'm
say-
saying
like-
something that you said, and that's a problem.
no, you say like, "Oh man, come on, don't go there, man. We don't want to start this kind of stuff, man. Tony,
Yeah.
you're turning a page that's way too. Come on, man. We're trying." And I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I'm trying to explain something." You're like,
trolling
"Nah,
the
dude,
fuck
this
out of
is-
you, bro.
This is
Come
going
on.
too far, bro. Now we're starting everything
Yeah,
over.
but-
Ken's gonna be upset at what
Bro,
you said,
remember when
bro.
people used to say
that's
that,
what you
like,
say.
remember when people used to say me or others used to, like, love when Ken gets upset? I replaced that with Tony, because Tony, when you get upset, it is so entertaining. It is hilarious, and it is a troll's dream to piss you off. On
Bro,
YouTube,
I knew you
that's
were
all I'm
sitting
talking
there.
about. On YouTube. I'm going to keep it on YouTube when I piss you off.
I
But
knew
just
you
know
were
it is
sitting
hilarious.
there. I knew you were sitting there laughing.
I disagree. I disagree with that because Vikings.
Shout
fans
out to the
are
chat.
more entertaining when he-
And it is funny how you did shit on me with Ken, and Vikings Pan told you yesterday you got 14 hours to choose a side. It's really funny that you did
I
that.
forgot Vikings did that. That's so
He's
like
weird.
fucking. That was so out of left field and just a non-thing that
People
I.
on this call right now, the Dr. Browns, the C-Man, SDs, the Tonys, that's the motherfucking crew.
The
That's the
Arknolias.
clique. That's the NWO. Well, he's not part of the drama, but he's, this is the new
But he's
NWO.
NWO either way. He's my
Well,
boy.
he'll walk down the aisle with us, but he's not going in the ring, if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? But we do respect him, and he's not a drama guy. So Brown, if you'll leave him the fuck out of it when we have these drama combos, please represent that and respect that. But as far as C-Man's concerned, the hero of the community, once again, actually, I think that was taken by Johnny Ray today. It's the new hero of the community.
Well, considering I've never claimed that I was the hero of the community, that's cool. Fucking piece of shit, dude. Dude, you're a fake friend. Like, you constantly sell all your people out. You did it to SC today. You did it to Tony. You gonna sell me out next? Huh?
Obviously.
Look at Tony with his
I'll
$25,000
fucking replace you with. I'll replace you with SC Steve on the gray zone in a fucking heartbeat, bitch.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Fucking and bend the knee.
Back to the drama.
Huh.
Listen, everyone needs to watch Ken's show today. I was on there.
I'll definitely listen. I'll definitely listen
Got
in
him
later on
about
when we're done with
35,
this.
45 extra numbers by YRB.
You like
on
that,
there.
C-Man?
Tony, that is gold.
Bro, it took you almost 9 months, but you finally figured out how to make a clip funny. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That one
Thank-
and the fucking
thank
SEMO
you.
laugh are really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is, we have our arbitrators or harbors of morality, but this is the harbor of drama.
Fuck,
The Wire program.
Tony's the one that came up with that arbiter of morality bullshit when it came
Yes,
to
I
me,
did.
just because I was. Yeah, fuck yourself. That thing is now like a phrase in the community because of you.
Yes,
I hate
and
it.
I came up with it. Thank you, C-Man, for the credit.
I hate you.
Tony,
I'm
Tony,
going
how
on
is?
Tony.
Excuse
And
me?
ironically, tonight's music topic is love songs.
Yeah, Tony, how is it in Munchkin Land?
I was
tonight,
gonna
by the
say,
way?
man, are we gonna do that tonight?
Good.
How was it in
What's-
Munchkin Land, Tony?
What's Munchkinland?
What do you mean? You ever watched the Wizard of
Oh
Oz?
man,
Oh yeah. Yes. I don't know, bro, because I'm 5'7" and a half and 3/4 and 202 pounds. So I really don't know how Munchkinland is. Maybe someone that's like 100 pounds would be. I'm not sure though. Like, are hobbits? Do they weigh? Are they heavy? Do they weigh a lot? Are they like 300 pounds, but they're like 4 feet 10 inches?
Yes.
who knows?
Jake Barnes, the biggest faggot in the community. I'm gonna go get my macaroni and cheese. You can talk all that shit you want. I'll be right back in 10 seconds.
I'll eat that macaroni and cheese out of your ass after I knock you the fuck
Bro,
out.
weirdo. Why don't you go
Uh,
praise Dave Rose some
Oh
more,
my
you weirdo?
gosh, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm gonna travel to all your houses with Dave Rose and kick the shit out of you.
Did you find out where he lives through his YouTube pictures and GPS coordinates and triangulation assimilation symmetry? Did you find out where YR is in that?
I didn't actually have to do any figuring anything out. I just promised Dave Rose
Oh.
that he could keep my soul in a jar after I die, and he gave me everybody's info.
Oh shit.
Yep. So, YR, you're first. You Super Trooper Indiana Jones. Fuck.
Oh, we're all fucked.
No, I won't kick your ass, Tony. Just YR's. I'll let
Okay.
Dave beat the shit out of you.
Right. While Byers was on the phone, do you remember that time when Bullsy was on the call and he got himself upset by fucking with his own self, and you were like, dude, you just worked yourself over, bro. Do you remember that?
Yeah. The day it was Bodark on that call too? That
I
day?
think so.
Yeah.
Can you do you recall what happened that night?
Bro, imagine if Dave Rose did trucking simulators like Tony. He would for real use the people's addresses on the video game and like do it that whole way.
Yeah.
Not give. Hopefully, I'm not giving Tony any ideas, but I'm just.
No, he would probably like literally.
idea.
He would probably like import his own maps into the game, which has his like Scott's all his houses and his addresses, and he'll just drive around house to house delivering fucking lumber. But Buzz, do you recall what happened that time?
I mean,
It was about Bullsy working himself over into the shoot. Something about a shoot and
Like,
work.
he thought that I fucking hated his guts and had some big issue with him, but really I was just calling to troll two morons on YR's show like I always do. Why do you ask?
It's just something that always stuck with me, and you were there, and it happened, and because I remember it, and I just can't remember the reasoning, like what happened, what made Bullsy get so mad, what made Bullsy actually you two started arguing.
I don't know. I remember Bodark was on the call and he was being real fucking weird, so I took advantage of that. And then Bullsy was on the call, and I'm sure I called him Dave Rose Jr. or some shit like that. Oh, I remember, and he was like, how am I like Dave? And I was like, because you tried to use big words that you don't quite understand to sound more intelligent than you already are. And he got all pissy about it. I still don't understand how I'm like Dave. Well, I guess you never will then, buddy.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
so let me get intervene. Are we gonna do our music subject for tonight?
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
No.
All right.
Do it next week.
Okay. Tell you what, me and Ark will do our music show. All right now. Okay, we'll leave the call.
One person watching the show. All right, Brown. Goodbye.
Brown doesn't do it for that reason.
No,
Brown does
come
it to be consistent and to be
So mean. Or
to do
that
his
was
own
fucked up.
thing. Bro, YR has there's 13 people watching us right now. It ain't much different.
Relax.
All right.
Right.
There ain't much more.
Okay.
That's a kindergarten class full of people, dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
What?
Nobody.
Good thing Keith's
All right,
not here.
Doctor Drama. You take care, Doctor Earl.
All right, there. I'll remove you from the call, Ark, and I'll call you right back. Okay, dude.
Okay.
All right,
All
there.
right, cool
See you
guys.
later.
There
Hello.
we go. I'm sorry about that, Ark. You know, and I a lot of things were brought up there, and I guess that kind of like took over there.
Oh, it is what it is.
I know. Yeah, I just came in. It's like, okay, what's going on here now? Right. All right. So, I know that the original intent was to do a song about love songs, our favorite love songs here. But a lot of shit went down earlier this afternoon while I was at my job there. As I mentioned, I had to be there at 6 in the morning till about 3 p.m. Ken was live. He was addressing a couple of things there, and I guess they were talking about some of that on a while ago there. Also, a situation with Keith that was brought up by SC when we first went live there. So I figure we do the love song situation, and I didn't want to keep you all hanging on, just looking at like, okay, what am I going to do here? So I figure we do our this discussion tonight here,
Yeah, and I guess we save the loved ones because seems to want to do that.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that. I know. Yeah, I know yesterday it was supposed to have been love songs and the new metal scene there, but I know you decided to have, hey, let's do the love songs tomorrow night. So here we are. We're going to take care of that topic today here. Now, we all know the love song. It's a love song. It could be transformed into many different meanings. I love you. I miss you. I want to be with you. I know you want to be with me and all that stuff there. There's thousands and thousands of love songs in every genre, whether it's rock and roll, R&B, disco, heavy metal, funk, 80s funk there, techno, you name it there. I mean, there's so many out there.
Oh, yeah.
So we figure we touch on some love songs, regardless of genre. I know I mentioned this one that was from 1981 from Phil Collins, his first solo record, Face Value, the one with In the Air Tonight, one of his all-time big hits. There's actually two songs that really are really touching there, if you know what I mean, and If Leaving Me Is Easy, which was directed towards his wife at the time who had left him. Apparently she was divorcing him because she hardly saw him. She was missing him. She's always left at the house alone while he's always on the road and shit. So she probably figured, what, screw this. I'm going to end my marriage, move somewhere else. And I guess it really turned into a real battle royal because a few other songs that came out of Collins was directed towards, had a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, like Ready or Not, which he recorded with Genesis. And of course, Do You Care from his second solo record there. If you listen to that track, you know the anger he's spewing out about there. But this song is really a touching song to listen to. It's like, it's for anybody whose lover has decided to depart for whichever reason there. I'm talking about If Leaving Me Is Easy. And the Isley Brothers, so I understand, did a cover of this song back in 87 there, 7 years after it first came out by Phil himself there. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, as I mentioned, the Beatles had a ton.
Oh, yeah. Tons of love songs there. In fact,
go ahead.
I guess there was a compilation that came out the same time. There was two compilations that Capitol put out. Rock and Roll Music was a double set of all their rock and roll songs, and Love Songs, which was all the love songs they ever recorded.
Which it probably didn't really hit them all, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
I guess the first one I mentioned is P.S. I Love You,
Yeah, which is a good song there.
which was the flip side of She Loves You
Mm.
for the single.
Yep. Michelle from
Right.
Rubber Soul there, written about a French girl there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could bet you how many girls born around that time were named Michelle after that song came out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we also got credit to other songs like Something, one of my favorites from them for the Abbey Road record.
Oh, that
And
was
also-
definitely a love song.
That was absolutely and if you ever saw the official video for it, it has all the Beatles separate, Johnny Yoko, George and what's her name there? I don't know the other lady's name. Patty
Patty Boyd.
Boyd, who later became Eric Clapton's wife years on down the line there.
Which we'll mention Layla as being a love song.
Yep, absolutely. Ringo with his Lady Love, of course, Paul with Linda. It was also all the footage was filmed separately at that time there. But it's a very good video there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, we cannot forget, of course, what's that one song, the Beatles love song, Yesterday,
Right.
which was covered how many times? About I guess so I understand it's about saying something wrong and now he longs for the past, about something about a breakup, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, if I'm correct. And we also know that was originally titled Scrambled Eggs at first. So Paul decided to change it up there a bit, which was pretty good. Right.
And actually, he wrote a pretty good love song called Silly Love Songs.
Yeah. He also wrote a good song for his wife Linda called My Love, which he recorded with Wings.
And
That
Maybe
was a
I'm
good song.
Amazed.
Absolutely. From that solo record he released at the same time Let It Be was released. All right. So it was pretty good there. He's always been known to write good love songs there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. John Lennon had a good love song called Woman from his final record, Double Fantasy, which was written for Yoko.
Yeah, he really didn't do that much in the love songs because he's more into protest. But every
Yeah,
once
true.
in a while he'd crank one out.
Absolutely. Another one was called Jealous Guy, which was written because he was at that time a jealous guy towards his wife, Yoko. In fact, you got to check out Roxy Music covering that song. They recorded a live version of that song, after Lennon's death. It was like a tribute to him.
Yeah, and of course George Harrison had a few. There was
Oh, yeah.
You.
Yeah,
Got
Yep.
My Mind Set on You.
yeah, which I believe is a cover.
Yeah, it
If
is.
I'm correct. Yeah,
I don't
I
know
don't know
who the
who it-
original was, but
neither do I there. All right, so here. Now we got Peter Frampton's "Show Me the Way" or "Baby I Love Your Way."
right.
I think that's another quintessential love song right there. That's one of the top songs of the 1970s there. One of my other favorites is from a guy named Chris Reed. He wrote this song about for his younger sister who just got duped by her boyfriend at the time, and she came over. She's crying because I'll never love again. I'm so heartbroken. And Chris Reed is like, you got long ways to go before you actually make a statement like that. You got years and years. I guess he wrote
Right.
that song as a kind of response to that.
Yeah. The Norio Speedwagon, Keep on Loving You.
Oh yeah, there. and also Can't Fight This Feeling No More was from 1985. Now, there's a lot of one thing we want to ask is like, is it a breakup song?
That's actually a topic of its own.
I know because I know my sister talked about with the lyrics there one time to her boyfriend at the time. Like, I think that song is about breaking up because the line says it's time to bring the ship to shore, throw away the oar forever. There, meaning it's time to call it quits. But who knows?
Yeah, the Birds had the ultimate breakup song. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
All right.
It's always just right there, and then it goes away.
Yeah, I
Of
know.
course,
It's
they
same
had
deal
love
with me at time.
songs.
Yeah.
I Knew I'd Want You.
Hmm.
All I Really Want to Do. Dadgummit. It's a
No.
great breakup song, and I'm trying to.
All right.
Holy cow.
Oh well, it'll probably come up later on there. It usually does at times there. It happened with me many times there.
Right.
Meatloaf on the Bat Out of Hell. He wrote this. Him and Jim Stein. Well, actually, Jim Steinman wrote this song. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It's like I want you, I need you, but there's no way I can love you. I remember he performed that song at Saturday Night Live. That's the first time I heard of that guy for the first time there, and it was 1977 there, the year that album came out.
And I guess, in a sense, Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yeah, that's true there. It's kind of a twisting tale on that someone there because like it's meant to be a good time. The lady is like, "Are you gonna stay with me? Are you gonna love me forever?" And the guy, like, "Let me sleep on it. Let me sleep on it." And the words came out of his mouth said he made this vow to be with her for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And now years on down the line, they can't stand to even look at each other, let alone talk to each other. But he can't go into her because he made this vow.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird love song.
Yeah, well, not necessarily the word. It's like kind of reflective of how some of young relationships start and how it goes on down the line there.
Yeah. And Kansas actually did a pretty good love song in a way. Have
Yeah.
you ever heard Lamplight Symphony?
I know you mentioned about it a few times there in the past on episodes,
Well,
and I
it's
guess that's
basically an old man who's reminiscing about his wife who has died.
yeah,
And it's a poignant song.
wow.
It's definitely worth a listen.
Okay, there. I see. I got to check it out definitely later on tonight before I hit the hay. Also, we got to acknowledge, another interesting song. Well, actually, a couple of love songs that Alice Cooper had written and released. I Never Cry, You and Me, which is a pretty good song about the man and wife. Average, living an average life there.
And in a bizarre sense called Ethel.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not really a love song there.
I know.
I know. But one important song that's worth listening to is How You Gonna See Me Now from In the Inside. That song was written for his wife Cheryl. Now Cooper at the time had just came out of the mental institution for his addiction of alcohol, and he was worried of how she would see him in the way the condition he was in. He figured she's not going to like it. So I guess that song was written for her. We love the man when the man comes home. And he also wrote this one called Love is a Loaded Gun there. I guess it came on his later albums in around the early 1990s. The same time the song Poison came out there.
Right.
Yeah. And shout out to the Coop because he's still out there performing. Got that hot female guitarist, and he has a Strauss by his side, as always. Okay, when there's another love song when we got to mention this guy. He wrote a lot of great love songs.
Somebody's calling.
Yeah, I believe so. It's probably YR and the crew again.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. Should we? Well, if it's gonna. Well, I'm still having a good discussion with the what we're talking about here.
Climax Blues Band.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
I
you.
love you. Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah, the singer from that is Jimmy Hall, if I'm correct.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I remember that came out in 1980, 81, if I'm correct. There, I remember that was big on the radio there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlantic Rhythm Section. So into
Mm.
you.
Oh yeah, I remember that one as well. There. Did you ever check out their cover version of Spooky, the
Oh yeah.
classics, the four song? I remember hearing that a couple of times in the past there at the loudspeaker at the well, actually not really loudspeaker, but on the satellite radio at my workplace there. Right.
Well, whoever
Okay.
was trying to get hold of you quit.
Yeah, I know it happens like that. A lot of times it's happened. I guess he wanted to get me back on the call there. I guess, but I want to do this. I want to make it up to you. I don't want to leave you hanging on. Like, are we going to do our discussion? Are we going to do their discussion? Hello, hello. Oh, we're not going to. Okay, bye. I can't do that to you, man.
Well, appreciate.
Yeah. Now, of course, we got to talk about the guy here. This man is considered the guru of love because of his big baritone voice. His orchestra arrangements. He wrote a lot of damn good songs like Can't Get Enough of Your Love, which is still a classic today on the
Right.
radio. My personal couple favorites from him is from an album called Got So Much to Give. We have I Found Someone, or So I Found Somebody was one of them, tracks on that album. The title cut, still one of my favorites from him.
Then there's Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind.
Yeah. Which I guess is about a breakup song, I guess.
I'm not sure. That one's kind of ambiguous.
Mm. I know there was that song was remade by a bunch of female dance artists, and that was used for the movie 54, about, of course, Studio 54 there.
Yeah.
And that came out in the later 1990s there. And of course, we got this one, an interesting love song here, Kiss You All Over by Exile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is probably one of the biggest seduction songs ever there. You sit on your couch, here comes your lady love with the lingerie on, dancing around you, try to pretend to pole dance. No doubt you're going to get excited, without a doubt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Foreigner, I Want to Know What Love Is.
Oh, yeah. And of course, we cannot forget Waiting for a Girl Like You, which was a
Right.
big hit years before that.
Feels like
Big
the
hit
first
on me.
time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah, don't want to live without you. That came out in 1987. There, I remember that was a big hit on the radio and on the MTV and VH1 channels there. And that was the last time we heard of Lou Graham for a long while until he returned a couple years later. There,
Right.
yeah. Styx. They had two well-respected love songs, "Babe" from 1979 and "Lady," back
Yeah.
when they recorded for Wooden Nickel Records.
Yeah, Dennis DeYoung liked writing songs about his lady.
Yeah, sure there. So, in fact, I guess he came up with the idea of all the members of the band taking their wives with them when they go on tour. This way, they will both keep themselves. There won't be any. They will not have to worry about being lonely or who's cheating behind who's back there. That was pretty much a good idea. because it helped save their marriage as well there.
Yeah,
Unlike what happened with Phil Collins.
true.
Yeah. But I guess Dennis Young did some love songs of his own. I think I guess he released a solo record called Desert Moon
Right,
in 1984 there. Oh, then we cannot forget the song Don't Let It End from Kilroy Was Here in 1983
right.
or 82 there. Right. Right.
Sorry, my brain is working.
It's okay. I'm still trying to come up with some stuff myself there. Isaac Hayes, he wrote many love songs there. I know he has. Kind of like in the same vein that Barry White did there. I don't really know much of his love songs, to be honest with you. The only record I ever had from him was the Shaft soundtrack.
Oh, that bird song was "I'll Feel a Whole Lot Better When You're Gone."
I see there, yeah. That's a breakup song, that's for
Oh,
sure.
definitely. Probably
Oh,
the
yeah.
best one.
Right. All right there.
You know, after what you've done, I can't stay on.
I see there, yeah. Black Sabbath. The song changes from Volume 4. Piano, Mellotron, Ozzy's vocals there. Talking about a woman that they just broke up with. And him feeling remorseful about it.
Yeah.
Now all my days are full of tears. Wish I can go back and change these years. And let's see here. Judas Priest, YR's favorite. They had a good love song, Before the Dawn, from Hellbent for Leather, the album, which is a pretty good song. Before the dawn, I hear you whisper in my ear, don't let the morning take him. About someone who's about to leave, depart in the morning there, and that person doesn't want him to go.
And both Eric Bird and the Animals and Deep Purple did a cover of River Deep Mountain High.
Yeah, and Ike and Tina Turner too as well. They did their. I was involved with this this girl at the time. She was obsessed on trying to find that song everywhere. It was on CD, cassette, or something like that there. And it was just like all over. Like I don't think we ever found it there because at the time, tracks like that were very, very rare.
The Bee Gees, To Love Somebody.
Oh yeah, Bee Gees. Oh yeah, Bee Gees wrote some good love songs there. Like More Than a Woman, How Deep Is Your Love.
Words.
Yep, I remember hearing that song on a compilation record that my dad had. They also featured Traffic and Traffic, Spencer Davis Group. There we go. Chicago, by the way, they also came up with a lot of good and interesting love ballads. In fact, the record company wanted them to keep making ballads all the time. So
Right.
because they would make big hits. And they had a lot of them. They had Just Say You Love Me from '86 there without Peter Cetera. They also had Color My World. They had If You Leave Me Now from the '70s there. In the '80s, they had You're the Inspiration. Hard for Me to Say I'm Sorry. They also had a couple others there. I forgot which one. Kind of stumbled my mind now there. Shaka Khan. She had a
Right.
good love song called Through the Fire, produced by David Foster. And you got to give David Foster his credit because he
Loves
had
Me Like
that.
a Rock.
Yep. He had that production that made you feel like you're in the open area, whether it's the open woods area there, where you're looking out on the top of the mountain there, out the mountainside there, looking all over the trees, the prairies, the valleys, on a warm, sunny day. That's the atmosphere I get from any record produced by David Foster. Oh, Al Jarreau. I think he produced this song called After All, which I remember hearing a few times back around when that song came out, 1984. There was a jazz station back in the Southeast Michigan that played that song frequently. Lionel Richie, he wrote a lot of
Right.
good love songs, like Three Times the Lady. You know, he wrote Lady for Kenny Rogers
Mm-hmm.
as well there. And he also wrote the song Still when he was still with the Commodores.
Right.
He also wrote the song Hello and performed that. Yep. So I give him that credit.
Right. Right.
Mm. Someone Your Love by Stevie Wonder. That was actually the first song I ever heard from Stevie Wonder when I first started listening to radio. Now, did Pink Floyd ever come out with any love songs of their own?
Well, kind of, sort of, but they were a little more abstract.
No, I know, but I'm thinking of there's this one right now. Pigs on the Wing Parts 1 and 2. And that was written for his new wife at the time there, of course, on the album Animals. And here's a little interesting side note. There's a full version of that song that was only available on the 8-track format of that album. And it features a solo by one of their backup guitar players, Snowy White.
Mm.
Yeah. Snowy White did some backup guitar for Pink Floyd on that tour there, and later on for the Wall performances as well.
Well, there's really nothing in the Wall.
No, that's true there. Now, unless people can slow dance to Comfortably Numb, even though the subject of that song is not love. It's about feeling grown older, realizing the dream is over.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, you also got to talk about this song here. I think Led Zeppelin. Most of their love songs have been pretty bluesy songs about dealing with an unfaithful woman, like going to California's relates to that subject there. Spent my years with a woman unkind, smoked my stuff and drank up all my wine. Of course, you cannot forget Since I've Been Loving You, which is really a song, really a powerful blues song there. Being involved with a relationship with a woman who seems to be bad luck to you.
Living, Loving Maid.
I didn't know there was a love song.
Well, it kind of sounds like one, but I don't know that for sure.
I know. I should probably look at the Wikipedia about that song there. I know Heartbreaker is kind of not. It's kind of like an
No.
anti-love song. That's for sure.
I guess Whole Lot of Love's kind of a love song, sort of.
I think they may have been sued by Willie Dixon because apparently that song kind of ripped off one of Dixon's songs titled "You Need Love," if I am correct.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember hearing that or actually reading about that in a newspaper article back in the 80s there. Whitesnake, the band with Is This Love?
Right.
That was a good song there. You know, we got to give it the 80s credit because there was a lot of power ballads going on left and right there. There was a song Carrie by the band Europe. It was on the same album that The Final Countdown was on back in 1986.
Right.
Yeah, and of course, I don't know if Duran Duran came up with any love songs there, but I'm not too sure. But I know, let's see. I think Cinema. I think Love and Rockets, featuring ex-members of Bauhaus. I think their song "So Alive" was considered a love song, if you want to put it that way there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I think pretty much, we got to give up. What's that? April Wine from Canada, Just
Right.
Between You and Me from The Nature of the Beast. Same album with their cover of Lawrence Hudd's Sign of the Gypsy Queen.
Yeah. Guess who? These eyes.
Oh yeah, that song about these eyes, showing you how much you hurt me. hmm That's probably one of the Burton Cummings' best vocal performances there.
Yeah.
Let's see there. There's whole lot others there. I can maybe we can put a
Alone.
oh yeah, Alone. Oh, What About Love as well there.
Right.
That song, as we mentioned, found out a while back, was actually a cover. A band called Toronto from Toronto first recorded it on one of their albums in 1983. 2 years later, it was re-recorded by Hart and it became a big hit for the group back that year, 1985. And Hart also came up with other love songs from the Dog and Butterfly album. Lighter Touch is a great example of that one. Sweet Darling from Baby Lestrange, 1980, one of my favorite records from him. Let's see, there was How Deep It Goes. I think I guess it's considered I'll Be Your Song from Dreamboat Annie. That's the name of the song I was thinking of there, yeah. That's a good one there. There we go. Let's see here. Theta 4. Did she do any love songs, if I remember? I think the only power ballad she was best remembered was her duet with Ozzy Osbourne. But that song was about this encourages one or the other about from suicide, if I'm correct. Journey, they wrote some damn good. Oh yeah, they kind of like I don't know if they came. I don't know if they are credited with the inventing the power ballad, but if not, they certainly perfected it with some of the love songs they came out with. Faithfully, Send Her My Love, I'll Be Alright Without You, and one we just know, Faithfully, and let's not, what's that one from Escape, Who's Crying Out? That's how I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from 1981 there. The album was big. That song was massively big.
Feeling that way any way you want me.
Yeah, it's not really a love song. It was more like a power, if that's considered a power ballad there. All right, there. I got to use the restroom. You go ahead and come up with some good, good suggestions, okay? And
pressure.
Yeah, well, all right. I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
Okay. I won't be answering the phone because I won't get a call. So we won't be doing that. Well, back to the Beatles, kind of. They had quite a few. And they had some abstract ones. Norwegian Wood. She Loves You. I Saw Her Standing There. I Want to Hold Your Hand. Oh, man. I'm not doing real good, am I? Okay. Can't think of anything the Doors ever did that was a love song. Maybe 20th Century Fox. LA Woman. Maybe. Holy cow. Wished I was a little bit better prepared, but I'm really not. Not the way I should be.
All right, I'm back. Man, I had to let all that out, man. It was starting to drive me nuts. In the words of Cheech and Chong, my back teeth were starting to float.
Okay.
All right, there. Let's see here. We can. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of any love songs from the punk rock era. I know there was this one by the Sex Pistols called "Submission." There, I can't get enough of your watery love. It was Sex Pistols basically, but I guess it's maybe considered a love song. There, a power punk rock love song. I guess you could call it there. Right. Let's see. Any other ideas, Ark there, or?
Well, I was trying to think of anything the Who did.
No. Well, I don't know. That's a good question there. I think Behind Blue Eyes may be considered a love song, according to Pete Townsend on some occasions there.
Kind of, I suppose.
Yeah, and I forgot the name of the song that's on Who Are You, that kind of like had a love song feel for it. It had an orchestra backup on it there. It was track 3. Let me look it up right now there. Blah, blah, blah. The album Who Are You? Okay, there. Give it a few minutes. The Wikipedia to wake up there. Okay. All right. The Who Are You album. All right. Wait a minute. It said album. Oh, of course. What am I thinking about? I should have kept quiet before I hit turn out the button there, because it came out all right. That's one thing I don't like. Let's see. Love Is Coming Down. That's the name of the song. That's the one that, along with the Who Are You title cut, which is closes the album there.
Right.
All right, there. So, which is a pretty good album. This album, by the way, I remember having that record there. All right. Okay. Let's see. I don't think Frank Zappa came up with any love songs. That's for sure. There.
Dirty Love.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that one. I had that album. Overnight Sensation, one of his best there. All right. King Crimson. Basically, I don't know if they had a little love. I guess a Heartbeat is kind of considered a love song. I guess it was from their second album with the Adrian Belew lineup there.
Right.
Called Beat from 1982. I remember there was a video for it featuring by some director whose name escapes me. I was trying to find it on YouTube there. I don't know if it's there or not, or whichever there. But, Crimson was not one of those bands that did a lot of love songs there.
No, not really.
No, not really. The only other songs I know that featured any mention of females was Ladies of the Road and Cadence and Cascade.
And Formentera Lady.
Oh yeah, Formentera Larry from Islands. Yeah, that could be considered a good love ballad there when you think about it. Um, yes, the band, yes.
Hmm.
That's even a bigger puzzle bit because I don't think we ever heard any love songs from them.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
No, exactly. I don't think it ever did love songs.
And You and I, kind of.
I was thinking the same thing. Maybe so. Hmm. Let's see here.
I
The
don't know.
song change. Wait a minute. The song changes from 90125. Co-vocal. Features most of the vocals by guitarist Trevor Rabin,
Hmm.
which is it's a powerful song there. The love we have is over and that kind of stuff there. Change taking places. Shoot yourself to the ground. Something like that. About a breakup of a romance there. Right.
Oh,
Oh, oh yeah. Um, Libby Newton-John.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she had a lot of good love songs there. I Honestly Love You was one of their biggest ones there.
Right.
Hopelessly Devoted to You from the movie and soundtrack Grease. She had a song called Fallen from the Physical album as well there.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Oh yeah,
Still You Turn Me On.
good song, great song from them as well there. hmm I think C'est La Vie from the Works album may consider to be one as well.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Even though the content may be not about love or something related, maybe something related to love, but in a more darker sense. Let's see there. There's this one. There's this one song.
The Moody Blues.
Oh yeah, they wrote. Oh yeah,
Nights
for
in
my
White
lady,
Satin.
for my lady. Never comes the day. New Horizons. You and I. From the any of the core 7 albums there. I know you're out there somewhere. I remember hearing that back in 1988 there.
Right.
And they came up with some pretty good ones there. Let's see. Did they have any love songs on the Question of Balance album there? I don't think so. No, not
Not
on
that I remember.
Children. Not that I know. Yeah, you're right there. Hmm. Let's see here. Rod Stewart, Tonight's the Night. Pash, Somebody Special from the from this Foolish Behavior album that he put out in 1980. Of course, he had did a lot of soft rock favorites in the 1990s. There, you know,
Right.
yeah, he kind of transformed into that, saying that the days of Do You Think I'm Sexy or Footloose and Fancy Free, all that stuff was behind him.
True.
Yeah, it's true there, you know. I mean, like he came up with songs like what is it called? Forever Young. That's maybe considered the love's ballad there.
Yeah, I
And then
think
one,
it's an old Bob Dylan song, but I could be wrong.
all right, there. We'll have to look it up there. Let's see. Any more? Come on with any more good love songs there? While I look this up there.
Hmm.
Hmm. Let me get this here. Let's see.
Well, my brain is just out of it.
The Rolling Stones. They came up with some good songs like "Food or Cry," "Indian Girl." Oh yeah, "Beast of Burden." All right, then. The songs are gonna end what? Rod Stewart. What's the name of the song we're gonna look up?
Forever Young.
Forever Young. Okay. Okay. Rod Stewart, Forever Young. Okay. Let's see if it's a Dylan cover or not there. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay. The songwriters of the song: Rod Stewart, Jim Cragen, Kevin Salvagar, and Bob Dylan.
I
It
thought
was
he had a
produ-
hand in that song because I believe he also released it.
Mhm. Producers of the song: Rod Stewart and Andy Taylor. I think he's the former guitar Duran Duran guitarist. My Heart Can't Tell You No, another love song there. Another one called Lost in You. Hmm. All right. All right. Hmm. Did we get to Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, we had mentioned them.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot. My bad there.
Well, that's okay.
All right, there. Let's see here. Hermits. Did they come up with some love songs?
I'm into something good.
That's up in there. Yeah, that's a joyful love song there. When you
And one
look
of the
at it there.
weirdest songs I believe I've ever heard. Ain't that just a little bit better?
Okay. Like that.
Because he's singing and he's going along about he may buy you diamonds, fancy furs. He may take you to trips on Paris and all of that.
Yep.
But I can give you love. Isn't that just a little bit better? And I'm going like,
Yes.
no, probably not.
Yeah. Because some women out there are like material things along with the hugs and kisses there. Oh, speaking of Eagles, they
Oh
wrote
yeah,
some good love songs. Best of My Love, Lion Eyes about a housewife who's committing infidelity because she feels the romance she has at home is run cold. And we cannot forget I Can't Tell You Why,
right,
written and sung by Timothy B. Schmidt.
right.
Yeah, that's one of their big songs there. That's played on the soft rock circuit late in the evenings. The Police, every little thing she does is magic.
Right.
Oh yeah. Sting, the singer, not the wrestler. His song Fields of Gold. That's a great song. I guess that's one of his top-notch love songs there.
Right.
Yeah. And let's see here. There was Gary Moore. He had a couple of songs from in his early '80s career.
Yeah.
He had a song called "Empty Rooms" from 1984, which I remember listening on the radio and enjoying that. And let me look up this album here by that he did. I remember the album title, "Condors of Power." Let's see here.
And Freddie and the Dreamers, I'm telling you now.
All right there. All right. Gary Moore, "Condors of Power." I hope I'll probably come up with the correct spelling pretty soon there of the album I'm looking for. I remember hearing about this album back in the early '80s there, and it had this one
Could
powerful ballad,
could it be Corridors of Power?
"Corridors of Power." Yes, thank you. I'm going to try that again there. And the damn phone's being a bitch for some dumb reason. Corridors. I don't know why it's so going on with the damn Wi-Fi at this joint here. It's been. There we go. All right. Corridors of Power. Let's see here. Always Gonna Love You. I think that's the name of the song there that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Always Gonna Love You. That's the name of the song. That was a very powerful song. I remember hearing that. Rest in peace, Gary Moore. You were one of a kind. Solo artist, blues guitarist, and Thin Lizzy co-guitarist as well there. All right, there. So, let's see. Van Halen. Most of their love ballads was with Sammy Hagar. I know that.
Yeah.
Not Enough was from 1985 there. No, excuse me, 1995 when Eddie when their last record with Sammy at the helm there. Love Walks In from the 5150 from 1986 there.
And I guess technically Hot for Teacher.
Well, yeah, no way. Well, what if you're a high school student who's getting boned by a teenager that might be suitable?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, we cannot forget, When It's Love from 1988 with Sammy on vocals there. All right, there. I think, let's see, I'm trying to think of any love ballads he did when David Lee Roth was their singer there, but I may be mistaken. But knowing how Roth is, he was one of those jump and jive kind of love birds there, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Of course, Sammy Hagar wrote a love ballad, but well, not necessarily a love ballad. It's more like a power rock ballad. Well, not necessarily a ballad. I'll Fall in Love Again. I guess his way of coming back from a bad breakup or a bad relationship. I may lay low for a bit, but I'll fall in love again and get back onto my feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right there. All right. If you could come up with any more there.
Not off the top of my head.
You know what? I think neither can I. I think we just got to pretty much reach the peak here. It's a little bit after 7 Central over here there.
Okay.
All right, there.
I don't know what we'll do Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. I want to discuss record labels that were started by the artists themselves. Because we discussed a lot of the record labels that artists like the Moody Blues, the Beatles, the Stones, they released a lot of labels of their own.
Right.
And this was a good move because it's not only they could call the shots of what goes on their albums, but also they could own the copyright as well.
Right.
Which is a good idea.
I guess we'll make that the Wednesday topic, and
okay, there.
Hopefully our crew joins us. And
I know, yeah. And there'll be no more bullshit like it was earlier before you got on the call.
Right.
We went live. I kind of went live an hour earlier because just for the fuck of it, I say, hey, let's have some good content on the show there. So that was about it there. All right, so guess we'll be taking a look at record labels started by the artists themselves there, and I guess that'll be it for our show for this evening here. I don't know who's going live later on, that's for sure, but either way, I know Ken went live earlier this afternoon while I was coming home from work there. I was at my last half hour when I heard that he was live there. And of course, we're waiting to see if Mars Mirror is going to do a live show. He hasn't done that in a while. We should probably get Mars on the call here to discuss, help out with the music topics here and there.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so that'll conclude our show for today there. For Arknolia and myself, as well as YR, Keith, SC, RP, those guys there. Sorry I had to leave the call, but I wanted to. I was bent on doing our tonight's subject, and I didn't want that. Didn't want anything else to interfere. And plus, I knew that they didn't want to discuss this there.